Good afternoon, Kudwani sir.
Very good afternoon, Kanchan. How are you?
Before starting the session, sir, I just want to give brief introduction of yours.
Sure.
I think all the participants are listening. Dr. Amitabh Kudwani is faculty in Organization Behavior and Human Resource area. Sir is professor in IIM Indore. He has over 17 years of rich experience in industry and academia. Prior to joining IIM Indore, he has been a faculty at IIM Rohtak, IIMT Ghaziabad, ICFI Hyderabad. He was also visiting faculty in Dubai, Department of Management, Poland, and SP Jain. He has published research papers in various journals of international review, such as Emerald, InterScience, Sage Publication, Singapore Management Review, South Asian Journal of Management, etc. He has also written book in employee training and development. Sir has been the consultant to various private and public sector organizations like Oracle India, Kirloskar, Wipro, Tata Group, and a long list is there, sir. His area of interest is human resource management, training and development, talent acquisition, and labor laws. We are very fortunate to have you, sir, here. In spite of your busy schedule, you have accepted our invitation. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, Kanchan. I would say I'm fortunate to have in a group which is looks like very large. So I'm sure going to have a good learning experience on both the sides.
Yes, sir.
So, with your permission, can I start?
Yes, sir, you can start.
Okay, great. So, formally, good afternoon to everyone, and a warm welcome to all of you. The technology has created a new challenge, and especially, the topic given to me by Kanchan is interpersonal skill, and that too in an era of a technology where it becomes more challenge to show the interpersonal skills through this online mode. So let me see how we are able to cope up with this technological hurdle and then enjoy that interpersonal relationship with each other, and also in the process try to understand the concept of this interpersonal skill and motivation. Please feel free to stop me at any point of time, and I often say that this kind of programs, there is no it's not that the learning only flows from one side to another side. I strongly believe that this is a occasion or an event or a program wherein we all are trying to share our experiences with each other, and hence we all learn in the process of this experience sharing. So I'm sure you also must be having a lot of good experiences with you, which you would love to share. And please feel free to interrupt me in between and share, comment, put forth your views, and feel free to interact as much as you can. Okay, I would like to start, with a story. And the story goes like this. There used to be a blind man. And we can all understand what kind of problems he must be facing, because he was not able to see this beautiful world, though he was trying to experience through the other senses. And as the God is always kind enough, when he takes away one senses, he strengthens our other senses. So as with this gentleman as well. So would you prefer me to continue in Hindi or English? Please feel free to interrupt at any point of time. So God was kind enough. He was living his life somehow, but was facing a lot of problem in day-to-day activities. One day, he was happy that he got married to a girl who was also blind. And because they both were sharing the same problem, they were able to understand their problem also. And when people are able to understand their problem, often we believe that they will be able to gel well with each other. So as the case with this gentleman, So they started living their happy married life. It was going on very well. They were enjoying. However, all of a sudden, they started finding a new challenge. And this challenge was that this husband used to go out, do some work, make some money, come back, and the wife used to cook food, and every day evening they used to have a nice dinner and enjoy their life. One day when he came home, the wife was in a very sad mood. So he was hungry. Straight away, washed his hands and went to the kitchen and said that let us have food. However, he could sense it that there's something going wrong because he could not see the same sense of joy which his wife used to express every day when he used to come home. So he asked his wife, what happened? What is the problem? And then she said that, look, the food is not there. He said, what happened to the food? He said, I prepared nice food. However, now when I'm trying to find that food, it's no more there. Somebody has taken away the food. Somebody has stolen the food. And they were both surprised that who did that. So they had to, sleep that day without food. Very hungry. Slept somehow. However, wife was feeling a sense of guilty that her husband came home after, sweating a lot. But she could not feed him. Now what happens? The very next day, when he reached home, again he found the same story that somebody has taken away the food. They were surprised at who is doing that, who is taking away the food. So the wife was in a very bad mood that, look, I'm taking so much of pain preparing food for you, but somebody is taking away the food. So the third day, the husband said that, okay, today let me be at home and see that who is doing that. So they were not able to see, so they were able to sense it through other senses. And the moment wife cooked the food, they all silently sat near the kitchen and tried to make out that who is trying to take away this food. They could sense it that it was a cat. The cat used to come and take away all the chapatis every day, and they had to live without food. So they realized that the culprit is a cat. Now, what to do with the cat? The husband was smart enough, he got an idea. He said that henceforth, don't prepare chapatis till I come home. Once I come home, then only you prepare chapati. So the moment he came home, wife started cooking the food. He got a big stick along with him and sat on the gate of the kitchen because he don't know when the cat is going to come. So he started beating the floor with that stick. जोर जोर से अपनी डंडी को फ्लोर पे मारने लगा. And till that the wife completed the food, then he sat along with the wife and ate the food very nicely. So they got the idea how to keep away that cat. Fine. So because why he did that? He had a motivation. खाना खाना है, want the food. खाना खाने के लिए तो motivation आ गया. He got the idea, did it, fine. So every day they started doing that. Wife only used to cook this food when the husband used to come home. Husband will sit on the gate of the kitchen, will use a stick, will keep banging the floor, and the wife will cook the food and they will have a nice dinner every day. But after some time, they gave a birth to a baby. But they were very lucky that the baby was not blind. But their routine continued. They used to do the same thing every day. Husband used to come, bang the floor with the stick, wife will cook, and all three used to enjoy their meal. And the child grew up seeing that all through the life. And then this continued till the child grew up. One fine morning, the parents realized that the child is now adult, and they thought that we should get married our child also. The child got married. Now, the newly-wed lady came in, and initially she was more of an observer. She was a guest, more of an observer. She watched how the parents, they cook the food. This old husband used to come, the old lady used to cook the food, and the husband used to bang the stick. And one day, very soon, both the husband and wife, they died. The old lady and old husband died, those who were blind. And now these two young guys who were able to see the world, but they continued living their life. And very interesting part, after these two people who were blind, they died, this newlywed couple also start following the same custom and tradition. That the husband will come home, will take out a stick, will sit on the gate of the kitchen, will keep banging that stick, and the wife will cook the food. However, this newly-wed girl, she was slightly surprised with this tradition. But as she was new in the beginning, she couldn't ask this question, that why you do so. But after a few months, when they became very good rapport with each other, they built a good rapport with each other, they were very open. One day, wife asked the husband that, I have observed, and I'm very curious to know that, why you bang the floor when I cook the food? And this boy also thought that, yeah, it's a very good question. But don't know, I have seen my parents doing like that. Probably must be the reason for cooking a good food. Probably this banging helps in preparing the good food. And this new lady was also surprised that probably this might be the tradition and custom which has, helped them to create or make a good food. And they also interestingly continued that tradition. What do you learn from this story? What is that something did you learn from the stories? Anybody would like to share? Anybody, any thoughts that what did you learn? Did you think that this story gives you any learning, any perspective? If you don't
Good
speak,
afternoon, sir.
yes.
Good afternoon, sir. Can I speak?
Please,
Yes, sir. Myself,
please.
Dr. Mandeep Gill, sir. A very good afternoon. Sir, according to me, they were not trying to go to the root cause, and they were simply following traditions without thinking as to why they were being followed, and not to as to try to find out some alternative creative ways so as to solve that major thing which is before them.
Okay, very true. Anybody else?
Thank you.
Thank you, Professor. Anybody else? Okay, I'm getting a lot of chats. Good. Let me read some of the chats. Okay. Necessary to ask the question. Very true. Practice makes a tradition and gradually a culture. Great. Whenever we see something from the childhood, we follow same thing without knowing the reason. We learn from the surrounding. Try to act without knowing the reason. Or, yeah, we will be playing the same old games. We follow old rituals without giving it a thought. Okay. Great. Anybody else? Adaptive learning. Okay. Conditional learning. Wow, great. Anything else? Any other perspective? Now let me ask you a second question. Don't you think that you, me, all, we all are also doing something similar in our lives as well? Yeah. Do you agree with me or not? If you don't agree with me, you feel free to openly say about it. No issues. Okay. We follow elders, traditions, our professors, our seniors. True. True. Also, we follow, our surroundings. We are compelled by our surroundings to, you know, limit our thoughts, our actions, our thinking patterns, and that's why, at times we kill ourselves because of these surroundings, and we never raise the question for that. In fact, I tell you this story, I got motivated to talk about the story from a real experiment. This is an experiment, psychologists, they conducted this experiment wherein they keep the 5 monkeys in a room. And that room was closed, a ladder was kept, and 5 monkeys were kept. And on top of the ladder, lot of bananas were kept. This is a real experiment. Huh? So, what they did was, whenever any monkey tried to go up in the ladder, because that smell or the fragrance of banana was tempting and the monkeys wanted to eat that, so any monkey who used to climb up the ladder, these psychologists, what they used to do, they used to shower cold water on rest of the 4 monkeys. So, right, and this continued. So whenever anybody used to climb up, they used to put the cold shower, and this they used to stop this cold shower when that monkey used to come down without touching the banana. So now what happened? They realized that, if somebody climbs up, we will have to face this consequence of cold shower. So what they did was, later on, the psychologists stopped pouring that cold water. But the moment any monkey used to try to climb up, the other monkeys used to beat that monkey. That don't do that. If you do that, we will have to face the consequence. Don't do that. So slowly, every monkey tried to climb up that ladder, but was beaten up badly by the other monkeys. And then, though they could see the banana, they could feel the smell of banana, but nobody attempted to climb up the ladder because they knew it that we will be beaten up by the rest of the monkeys. Slowly what they did, they removed one of the first monkey, and brought in the new monkey. Why they did so? Because the new monkey don't have any experience of that cold shower, and he does not know the connection with the climbing up the ladder and beating up. He don't have any idea about it. So the moment this new monkey came in, he got tempted with the banana, quickly want to climb up the ladder. The other 4 started beating up. So he realized that that's not the right thing. Banana nahi milega khane ko. Slowly what they did, the psychologists, they slowly started removing one by one the old monkeys and replacing by the new monkeys. And after an hour, all the monkeys were replaced by the new monkeys. So now nobody have any experience of that cold shower, and the connection with the climbing up the ladder. But none of the monkey could climb up. You know why? Because they all started believing that you are not supposed to climb up, because when you climb up, others will beat you. But why others will beat you, nobody has any idea about it. And this is the real experiment. The story was based on that experiment only. What I'm trying to say that something, because of the environmental circumstances, we are conditioned so much that we get into the vicious cycle and never comes out of that vicious cycle. It is only possible when we have enough motivation. So my motivation should be higher than my belief about that system. Then only I will be able to break that barrier. I will be able to break that circular path, the vicious cycle, and I will be able to come out. And that's why this motivation plays an important role in the organization. Most often, you name any organization in the world, you may find that the differentiating factor between that organization, their efforts towards the organization. They are able to do it. If they are motivated, they are able to make that organization a great organization. If they are not able to do it, they cannot help organization to die. It will die. They cannot help organization to grow and strive and grow faster. That organization will slowly sink one day. And we have enormous examples wherein the organization have collapsed. Okay. So the differentiating factor is that how your employees and how much they are motivated. Okay. Now, that is why this concept of motivation becomes very important in our life. Let us look at how this motivation works and what all this motivation is about. Now, I'm trying to share a small video. I want you to watch this video very carefully and see that what do you see in this video? What is your interpretation about this video? You may see an employee of a company. Look how he is behaving, how is he doing, and then we will talk about it. That what do you see in this video? Let me start. Just let me know whether you are able to hear and see both.
Not audible, sir.
Not audible. Okay. So probably now I need to learn some technology, because Zoom, I know there is an option. Google Meet, because we are using that Zoom platform, not very versed with the Meet platform. Let me see. Can I do something?
Sir, in present now, you go through that video option.
Yeah, it has three options only. Your entire screen, a window, and a Chrome.
That Chrome one will work, sir.
Okay, let me see. No, Chrome I think will not work because it will only show from the Chrome site.
Acha, YouTube, yeah.
Yeah, YouTube, only YouTube.
So share complete window.
Oh, great. Let me try that as well. No, it's not working.
Actually, share complete screen should work because we are using that.
Okay, let me see if it works really very good. I'm giving. Just give me a second. Let me see. No, I think this is okay. No issues. Fine. No problem. I think we have to live with that.
Sir, you have to go out of your window and just click on the YouTube tab. Then we can see that. Yes, you can see the video.
Okay. Now, please tell me whether you are able to hear the sound as well. Sound was there?
No, sir.
I think that's a issue. No problem. Okay. Fine. We'll see it later. Probably in the second session, we'll see what is the mechanism to do that. Zoom, it's very easy because they have a option of sharing video with audio and everything. No problem. No problem. All right. So
I think because you're using headphone. If you're using headphone, we won't be able to hear it. You put it on speaker, then we can hear it.
Okay, let me try that as well. Hello, last try.
Yes, sir. Now we can hear.
It worked actually.
Okay, great. So please listen to this, watch this gentleman and listen to this video as well. And then we will talk about it. What do you see in this video? Simple. Let me brief you. This is in-flight, announcement. I'm sure you must have seen this in-flight announcement various times. You might have had a very specific experience that how the crew member, they do the announcement. It's a very plain vanilla flavor. There's one way they always used to do it. This is a gentleman who used to work in one of the company called Southwest Airline. He's one of the most innovative airline of the world. And this gentleman has found out a different way of doing the same boring announcement. Just listen to him and watch.
Those of you that have flown us before know that we do things a little bit differently here on Southwest. Some of us tell jokes, some of us sing, some of us just stand there and look beautiful. I, unfortunately, can do none of those. So here's the one thing that I do know how to do. We're going to shake things up a little bit. I need a little audience participation. Otherwise, this is not going to go over well at all. So here's what I need, especially you guys in the front, because you know what's coming. All right, I need a beat. All right. All I need you to do is stomp and clap, and I'm going to do the rest because I've had 5 flights today, and I just cannot do the regular boring announcement again. Otherwise, I'm going to put myself to sleep. So, you guys with me? All right. So give me a stomp, clap, come on, stomp, clap, clap. Stay on beat there. There you go. Keep that going. This is flight 372 on SWA. The flight attendants on board serving you today. Teresa in the middle, David in the back. My name is David, and I'm here to tell you that shortly after takeoff, first things first, there's soft drinks and coffee to quench your thirst. But if you want another kind of drink, then just holler. Alcoholic beverages will be $4. If a Monster energy drink is your plan, that'll be $3, and you get the whole can. We won't take your cash, you gotta pay the plastic. If you have a coupon, then that's fantastic. We know you're ready to get to new places. Open up the bench, put away your suitcases. Carry on items, go under the seat. In front of you, so none of you have things by your feet. If you have a seat on the road with Put away your electronic devices. Fasten your seatbelt, then put the trays up. Press the button to make the seat back raise up. Sit back, relax, have a good time. It's almost finally home, so I'm done with the ride. Thank you for the fact that I wasn't ignored. This is Southwest Airlines. Welcome aboard. Thank you very much for my beat. I appreciate that. You will not get that on United Airlines, I guarantee you.
So, what did you see in this video?
So a person is trying to make the typical type of job interesting, one, and second, had it been like the same kind of rotten rotten dialogues, people would have like get bored, or they will not give an ear to that. He has, in a rap way, in a different manner, he has presented it, so everyone was listening and concentrating, and they were enjoying the whole process. And after that, he got an applause because everybody enjoyed that was something different, presenting a routine kind of job in a different way always catches the mind, because we have that conditional learning process in our mind, so our brain catches something which is different.
Okay, anybody else? Oh. Yeah, innovative, creative, anything else?
Sir, can I speak?
Please.
Yeah, sir. Looking at this video, I am reminded of Mr. Ranjit in Indore. So he is also performing the same duty at the traffic signal, but then he is dancing and he is making people following norms.
Great.
So you are trying to make people follow norms, but in a very creative way.
Yeah.
So it's the routine job, but then it is really very different. And he has also earned the tag, and he's also become so very famous because of that.
Yeah, right.
Yes, very true.
Thank you, sir.
Very true.
Thank you.
Any other perspective? Any other observation? No? Oh, I thought that we have a very big list of people, so I was expecting a lot.
Sir, good afternoon. We have actually typed in the chat box. Sir, this is regarding, I observed like he was involving the people also along with the announcement by asking them to clap, so that people are also engaged and they also participated in the announcement. They became one among that. So the active, and he encouraged the active listening of people.
Okay. Yeah. Yes, I think somebody was trying to say. Alka ji, yes, you were trying to say something. Yeah, come on. Yeah, otherwise, you will not be able to enjoy it.
Yes, sir. Hello,
Yes.
sir.
Yes. Please go ahead.
Sir, it is self-motivation at workplace for the routine job. In what way you can motivate yourself for doing the routine job or a monotonous job. So it was a way of self-motivation also, and along with that, involving and entertaining and creative way of presenting in front of others.
Okay. All right. Why he was doing like that? What made him to do that?
Because they feel passionately about their job.
Passionate about the job. Okay.
Yeah.
So because he wanted that the passengers should pay attention, otherwise in a daily routine job, the passengers wouldn't have paid attention. So he wanted to attract the attention of passengers.
Okay. So everyone is aware of. Fine.
Hello.
Yes, please.
Can I say something in the different aspect?
Oh, yes, please go ahead.
basically what I think, that this person was frustrated or something,
Hmm.
something bad is going inside his mind. So to overcome it, he's
Hmm.
trying to do something different.
Oh,
It
so
can
he's
be.
okay, okay, possible. Hmm?
Yeah.
All right. Any other thoughts? Any other perspective?
Hello, sir. This is Rashmi this side.
Yes, Rashmiti.
Sir, maybe the person is interested in music or somewhat, so he's involving his hobby into his job place,
Okay.
workplace.
Yeah, even if they do so, um, again, he can go at home and do it. Why you think that this person is so much involved in the job? Because facial expression clearly says that he looks very happy. Yes. Yes, Neetu go ahead.
Yes, sir. Sir, I was thinking that maybe, generally it is said that if you enjoy your work, that is when we can be happy also and we can give our best. So he is not only trying to get the attention of all the passengers, because when we also travel, we really do not pay attention to these announcements. So one, by making it interactive, he is making sure everyone is paying attention. Plus, he is enjoying his work so that he enjoys what he is doing and giving his best.
How many times we do enjoy our workplace?
Sir, I actually try to enjoy my work.
Great, great. Very simple way to understand how much an employee is motivated. Very simple way is that just look at the facial expression of an employee on Saturday evening and on Monday morning. If an employee looks more fresh, more happy on Saturday evening, it speaks of something. And if the employee is feeling a wow factor on Monday morning, that speaks of something. Definitely, if you see, most often in a country like India, especially, I would talk about that, we often send messages to each other, happy weekend. Okay? This speaks about something. We never send any message that, happy weekday, that great, best wishes, the Monday has come again. So please accept my best wishes, or please, I'm concentrating. See a message called happy weekend. What I'm trying to say that what all makes a person to enjoy the job? Yeah, somebody has written very nicely. I think this Kirti has written about the inner motivation. Why not this inner motivation, or why not this enjoyment at workplace is being seen among all the employees? Why not we see that the employee, they are so charged when they come to the office? They are so happy and excited working in the office, and probably feel bad on the Saturday evening that Sunday I'm going to miss my office. Okay, I got a very interesting answer because of the boss. Yes, Praveen, you were saying something.
Sir, this is Praveen Dixit from Kite School of Pharmacy, Ghaziabad. Sir, I think most of the employees are charged when they are going to the office, but sometimes it happens that if a boss is not behaving similar to all the employees, so gradually the motivation is declined. Because if I am going to work with full heart and soul, and continuously doing my work with happiness. But after a few months or after a few years, if I'm not getting the recognition of that work properly, so sooner or later the demotivation comes in the mindset. So I think this is one of the most one of the important reasons.
Great, very true, very true. Any other observations? Any other comments? Other than boss, environment at the workplace. Yeah. So workplace environment is also not allowing us to be happy. Not getting proper recognition, lack of cooperation from the peers. This lack of cooperation from the peers, I'm going to talk about after some time when we discuss about this interpersonal skills. See, there are, yeah, anything else? Some personal issues also, okay. Yeah, but personal issues may be temporary. See, there are a couple of things. Yes, please go ahead. Who was?
Sir, there will be some difference between our expectation from our work environment as well as the actual things, because there will be a gap based on our expectation versus what is happening actually.
What do you think? What would be the gap?
For example, if we expect based on our previous organization, if we compare, if we go to a new organization, so in the previous organization might be the co-workers will be there will be very cordial relationship between the people, and if we might expect the same thing in the new workplace, and if we are not getting that, then that will make us unhappy. Or sometimes because of the people who are working with us, if they are not doing the job as per our expectation, if we are working in a team, and if they could not contribute as per our perfections, so those things.
Yeah.
It is basically the gap between our expectation versus the actual things which is happening in the workplace.
A very interesting thing you pointed about the previous job. See, my personal experience with the previous job is that when you leave the job and go to a new employer, then you start liking about your previous job more.
Yes, sir. Other side of the river is green. That's what I work with the research in that area.
No, true. That's true. But there's something interesting. So this talks about the two sense of motivation. And that's why we need to understand what happens, what drives people to do. Some people do an extraordinary performance. Some people, they try to linger on the work as much as they can. Some people try to avoid doing the work. What is that which is igniting that spark in the individual, and that makes them slightly more, enjoying what they do, and that gets reflected in the work, and ultimately it becomes a win-win situation for both employee and the organization. Let us try to understand that. So somebody spoke about the inner motivation, so let me talk about both the motivations, the internal motivation and the external motivation. Let me talk about that. If we see the process of an organization, we may find that this organizations, they have a lot of factors inside the organization which keeps us pulling and pushing continuously. So, for example, if you see the simple process, how it works in an organizational context, you'll find that this is basically a psychological process. What is that psychological process? We all human beings have a lot of needs, wants, desires, expectations from us, from others, from the environment, from peers, colleagues, spouse, parents, kids, from everyone. We have certain expectations. These expectations are purely based on the individual needs. Right? If individual has a need to have a big luxury car, so that need will act as a source of motivator. What does it mean? That need will, make that person slightly in a state of unrest. ये करके दिखाना है, ये चाहिए, I need that, ये मुझे एक बड़ा घर चाहिए, अच्छा जॉब चाहिए, अच्छा स्पाउस चाहिए, would like to have my kids going to the best of the best school. all our individual needs. Believe me, no human on this earth can say that they don't have any need. If somebody says that, it's completely lying. Needs may vary. You may have a different need, I may have a different need, everyone has a different need or a different combination of needs. This needs becomes, till they are being satisfied. They keep us driving towards that goal, towards that fulfillment of the needs. They keep pushes us. So we are getting some motivation because we want to achieve something, because we have some needs to fulfill, and that becomes a source or a drive that will keep pushes me to do something extra to achieve that. So that's why it becomes a process. Now, what is that process? I'll come to this story again. What is the process? The process is basically that how your unsatisfied need, these unsatisfied needs are creating some kind of a tension. Tension is that आप रात में सोएंगे तो एक बार याद आएगा एक बड़ी कार होती, एक बड़ा घर होता, बच्चे अच्छे स्कूल में जाएं, अच्छा जॉब हो, want to live in a good society, want to have a big flat or want to go abroad. ये जो नीड है 24 आवर्स में से कम एक बार आपको जरूर याद आएंगे. And especially when we tend to go to bed, often we remember because whole day तो we are too busy. But जैसे ये याद आएगा, ये एक छोटा सा टेंशन क्रिएट कर देगा. आपको जब अच्छी नींद आती रहे, आप अपनी सारी अनसेटिस्फाइड नीड्स के बारे में एक बार सोच लीजिए. आपको नींद नहीं आएगी थोड़ी देर तक, बिकॉज वो टेंशन, एंजाइटी क्रिएट कर दिया. जब भी ये टेंशन और एंजाइटी आता है, ये एक तरह का ड्राइविंग फोर्स बन जाता है. नो, इट एक्चुअली कंपेल्स अस, इट ड्राइव्स अस. व्हाट फॉर? इट ड्राइव्स अस टू लुक फॉर अ बिहेवियर which will make me satisfying those needs, which will help me to satisfy those needs, which will make me to reach the place where I wanted to reach. वो जो unsatisfied need है, वो कैसे satisfied हो जाए, एक ऐसा behavior हमारा body जो है वो ढूंढने लगता है. और जैसे ही वो हमारी need, particular need satisfy हो जाती है, हमारा tension कम हो जाता है. और जब टेंशन कम हो जाता है तो हमारा मोटिवेशन उस पर्टिकुलर नीड के लिए भी कम हो जाता है. आवर मोटिवेशन गोज डाउन फॉर दैट पर्टिकुलर नीड. व्हेन यू आर टू हंग्री, द नीड इज टू गेट अ फूड. यू कीप गेटिंग स्मेल ऑफ अ गुड फूड अराउंड, बट यू आर नॉट गेटिंग फूड. योर नीड विल कीप इंक्रीजिंग. दैट नीड विल फोर्स यू टू लुक फॉर अ बिहेवियर so that you can get that food. And the moment you get the food, you ate it. After that, you will think about it. Why I was so excited about that food? क्योंकि अब तो पेट भर गया. अब आप उस नीड को फील नहीं कर सकते. कब तक? जब तक again you are hungry. So what I'm trying to say that this is the way these needs are often, keep us motivating, keep us pushing for that achievement of the need. Now, this needs that create some kind of a desire to fulfill those needs, any need in the life. Okay? Need of recognition, need of achievement, need of friendship, need of a big house, need of money, need of a good family life, whatever. That will push ourselves to do something, to act something, so that will result into satisfying of that need.
Sir, I have a query. Sorry to
Please.
interrupt.
No issues, please ask.
Sir, actually, what I'm thinking right now, if the driving force of ours is our need, so throughout the life we are working to suffice our needs. So when we will get satisfied, sir, with the life? Otherwise, all the time we will just by crook or hook, we are just trying to suffice our needs. So when we will get satisfied with the life? So we will not going to happy with the physical needs, sir, because it is not going to fulfilling our all the desires.
Okay, let me answer. It has two parts. One, here we are not talking about the physical need. If you look at recognition, friendship, they are the interpersonal needs also. So
Yes, sir.
it could be physical need, or it could be mental, or it could be spiritual, but this need will remain there. Now, the second part, that when this all will get fulfilled and I get a time to relax. Am I right? This will only happen the day when we die. After death, no tension. Because even when you achieve everything, something else will come to you as a need. And it's a good also. Because if everything we achieve, where is the motivation to do anything? Even if you have, if you have a motivation to sit and relax at home, to fulfill that, that's a need. And to do that, you have to achieve something to reach to that stage. But believe me, the day you will achieve that and you start relaxing, after some time, you will get bored with that. And something new will come again in front of you. Okay? And that will again push you to do something. For example, we are running to make money. Sometimes we feel that the sadhus, who go to Himalaya, do nothing, only do puja. Sometimes people raise this question that they don't have any need, that's why they have give up everything and they go to Himalaya for tapasya. But is it so easy? If that is so easy, then all must be doing that. That's very painful.
Yes.
Now, why they are doing so then? Because they also have a need of fulfillment, need of meeting my last pleasure of God. Meeting, I want to feel the presence of that supreme entity. I have that inner desire to get that sense of feeling of meeting with that supreme entity. That's a need. That need is pushing that man to leave everything and do that. So what I'm trying to say that nobody on this earth, when they are alive, they can say that I don't have any need.
Sir, can we say that whatever we are imagining, that becomes our need, and
yes.
to fulfilling that needs, we are just making a thought process for that, and our behavior is according to that only?
Absolutely, absolutely. Very true. Whatever you are expecting others to do, that's also a need. You want your boss to behave nicely with you, you have to do something. Because that's your need. To fulfill that need, you need to behave in a certain fashion. So that the boss will behave in an expected fashion. And that's also a need. Whatever you think of, you may find that behind that act, there is a need. You go home and even you are tired, still you go home and tend to help your spouse in cooking food. There's a need. What is that need? I want to see my spouse happy. I want to have a good, happy relationship in my personal life. That's a need. So what I'm trying to say that for every action of human being, behind that there are some unfulfilled wants or needs that is driving that individual to act in a certain fashion. Now, this need, once it is satisfying, you achieve that. Now, here you may get two kind of a satisfaction. Either it could be your intrinsic satisfaction. For example, when you go and donate some money somewhere to a needy person, you give food to a hungry person, you get a sense of satisfaction. So that is your intrinsic need, or that will help you to fulfill or get your intrinsic reward. When you do something and somebody recognizes you, your institute awards you for doing so much of charity, that fulfills your extrinsic need or extrinsic reward. So this need is primarily divided into the two things. One is called as intrinsic need and extrinsic need. And believe me, This is the source of motivation. We call it actually the intrinsic source of motivation and the extrinsic source of motivation. When I'm doing something to fulfill and to feel good about it, this is my intrinsic source of motivation. But when I'm doing something to get recognized, to get money, to get some certificate, that is my fulfilling my extrinsic source of, so that becomes an extrinsic source of motivation. So this is primarily divided into the two categories. Now, I will not talk about all the motivational theories, you all know very well. So instead of using any jargon or any theoretical frame as a theory, let me try to make you understand from a very simplistic perspective with our own day-to-day examples. Class 10th student who has reached to the class 10. You may find that somebody gets a 99% mark, somebody gets 95% mark, somebody gets 70, somebody gets 60, somebody gets 50, somebody fails also. Now, you want your kid or your younger brother or your student to motivate to get that 95% marks. What we do when we have to do so, we motivate them. How do we motivate them? Any idea? How do we motivate people to do something? To get, suppose, I give you a specific example. You want your kid or your younger brother or your student or your friend to do good in that exam. How would you motivate? We all do at home.
Sir, by letting them to know what are their potentials rather to compare with someone else.
How do you know that what is his or her potential?
Sir, actually, the potential cannot be quantified in my opinion. So we can have a greater faith in our work. We can motivate on that factor that you are a human being and you are here taken birth for doing something good. So you can do what is according to your natural acceptance, and if you will do such things, definitely you will be happy and we also get happy. So in such kind we can motivate our words rather comparing with others. Otherwise it may harm their I can say they will just come under complexions.
Okay, so how would you motivate that? Let us say that, suppose you want to motivate your, kid for 95% marks. How would we motivate?
Yes, sir, I'm just talking like why we are going to get 95% marks. If
I'm saying that if you want to motivate, whatever, 90, 80, 70, something you want to motivate to do something, how would you motivate? You want a kid to motivate to read a storybook or study for 2 hours extra on Sunday. How would you motivate?
Sir, we will promise him something which he really wants. For example, if he really have a craze for a bicycle or something like that, we will promise that and we will motivate him. If you achieve this, you will get that, like that.
Something we try to connect. The reward.
Yes.
So, suppose, a kid is being asked to motivate that, okay, if you get 90% marks this exam, we will give you 2 chocolates. What will happen?
Sir, it depends upon whether the child is really valuing that chocolate or not, because we need to understand what exactly the child is having the need, what kind of need the child is having. Then we have to offer the reward according to that.
Okay. Yeah.
Sir, it has meaning like we are just motivating our child to become greedy, like if you will do something, you will get something.
So how will you motivate otherwise? Tell me. What is the way to motivate?
Sir, rather comparing or giving something, we can just try to talk to our words like you are studying, you should do good, and you should do good because if you will study good, you will become someday you will get a good job, and you will become good human being, and you will recognize somewhere else in the society. Rather, I will give you car, I will give you bike, I will give you mobile.
So the moment you say that you will get recognition in the society, is it not a same kind of a reward? Either you give a bicycle now or a recognition in the society, a status in the society. Is it not the same way of motivating?
Sir, I think no. I think no, because the recognition is not because of any physical things. Bicycle and bicycle, mobile, and all these things are physical things that you will get such things. Recognition is not like physical things, sir.
Recognition is also a physical thing. Why people, some people do a lot of charity, but nobody come to know
नहीं
about
सर,
it.
आज उसको फाइनल करना है, कंटेंट रेडी है, बस स्लाइड में कॉपी पेस्ट करना है. हाँ, अभी दे देंगे सर, शाम तक बना दूंगी.
I think somebody has to mute.
जाने के पहले आपको दे देंगे.
Yeah. So again, if you look at that recognition, if we are doing something to get recognized, that's also a kind of reward. So the moment I'm looking for this kind of external reward, be it a bicycle or a pen or a toffee or a recognition, right? I'm trying to motivate a kid through some external reward. Is there any other mechanism? You said something in between, but again you come to the recognition part. Okay, let me share a story. Let me share a story, and then probably again we will talk about it. Do you know a lady called Arunima Sinha? I'm sure you might have heard about this lady, Arunima Sinha. You can see in the picture. This lady was, she got a lot of accolades and awards, even from a lot of appreciation from the Prime Minister also, because she conquered Himalaya, Mount Everest. She went to that Mount Everest. But the question is that so many people have conquered it. Why she got so many accolades, and why she was in the news for a long time? Still, she is in the news. If you listen to her story, it's very interesting.
Sir, actually, previously she was volleyball player.
Exactly. So she was a fantastic volleyball player, and this lady, one day she was traveling in a train, and in UP, and it was night. And what happened? Some people, tried to do some mischief with this lady. And as she was a sports person are always trying to fight back. So she was trying to fight back with those people. And in the process, what happened? She was being pushed from the running train.
Yes, sir.
And she was being pushed from the running train. However, look at her bad luck. On the other track, another train was passing by. So she hit that train, fall between the two trains, and there was so much of sound by these two trains that she could not understood what has happened to her. And this happened on a momentary spark. Quickly, all of a sudden happened. She could not make out what is happening with her. And the moment both the train passes by, slowly it became a pin drop silent, and she was trying to understand what has happened to her and where is she. So she realized that it's a dark, looks like a jungle, because she was not able to see anything nearby. She couldn't find any human being also nearby. As I said, it was night, and she found tremendous pain in her leg and found that she's bleeding. She tried to move a little bit, but it was absolutely waste, because she could not move a single inch from there. She doesn't have the courage even to shout aloud. And also she finds that there is nobody nearby. All of a sudden she realized that after some time that rats came out of the railway track and started eating her flesh. She doesn't have the courage to keep them away. All of a sudden she found she's getting fainted. धीरे धीरे बेहोश हो रही है, फिर थोड़ी देर में होश आ रहा है, फिर थोड़ी सी बेहोश हो जा रही है. So she was getting fainted and then she was again, conscious and becoming unconscious for some time, but she could not do anything to herself. In the whole night went like that. All of a sudden, when she became slightly conscious, she could hear some sound around her. So morning, a lot of people gathered around and they saw this lady is bleeding on the railway track. And people started talking. You know that what happens in India. लोग भीड़ इकट्ठा हो जाता है लेकिन कोई हेल्प नहीं करता है. So people started talking about her. सुसाइड कर लिया, जरूर कुछ लव अफेयर होगा, सुसाइड कर लिया, परेशानी होगी. And she's hearing that. So she wanted to make them understand that I'm not dead, I'm still alive. She tried her best to make some movement. So the moment she slightly moved her body, very slightly she could move her body, people realized that she's still alive. Somehow she was being taken by those people to a nearby dispensary, a small hospital. I don't remember the name. I think it was Bareilly. It was a very small place. She was lying on the hospital bed and the doctors were around. Meantime, she became unconscious. All of a sudden, she started hearing the voice. So doctors and nurses are talking to each other. ये नहीं बच पाएगी, इसका तो बहुत ब्लड निकल चुका है, ये जिंदा कैसे है अभी तक? She will die soon. And imagine आपके चारों तरफ कोई बोल रहा हो ऐसा, how would you feel about it? कितना demotivation आएगा? Suddenly she is trying to motivate herself कि नहीं, I can do it, मुझे जिंदा रहना है. फिर वो डॉक्टर्स आपस में बात कर रहे हैं, हमारे पास तो कोई ट्रीटमेंट है नहीं, इसको तो ऑपरेट करना पड़ेगा, वी कांट ऑपरेट हियर, दिल्ली भेज देते हैं. तो दूसरा डॉक्टर बोलता है ये दिल्ली जा नहीं पाएगी, जब तक ये दिल्ली पहुंचेगी तब तक तो ये मर जाएगी, ये सब वेस्ट है. और ये सुन रही है. आप इमेजिन करिए हाउ इंडिविजुअल वुड फील व्हेन people around you are talking like that. All of a sudden she is trying to motivate, बार बार वो अपने आप को मोटिवेट कर रही है, नहीं मुझे तो जिंदा रहना है, और ये चारों तरफ बात कर रहा है. फिर फाइनली दे डिसाइडेड कि चलो थोड़ा बैंडेज करके इसको एम्बुलेंस में भेज देते हैं, बाकी इसकी किस्मत, जिंदा रही तो ठीक है, मर गई तो एम्बुलेंस वापस ले आएगा रास्ते से. On the way also, those who were accompanying her in the ambulance, they were saying the same thing कि अरे फालतू है जाना, ये दिल्ली क्या अभी आधे रास्ते तक भी नहीं पहुंच पाएगी, शी इज गोइंग टू डाई. इमेजिन फिर उसको मोटिवेट करना है अपने आप, कितना मोटिवेट करना पड़ रहा होगा. Very interestingly, she could reach Delhi. She was being treated in Delhi, and finally when she woke up, she found all her relatives around, parents around, and then she was very happy to see that I'm alive. But her happiness went down immediately when she realized that she has lost her leg. उसका एक पांव कट गया. अभी इमेजिन करिए एक प्लेयर, स्पोर्ट्स पर्सन का पैर नहीं है, एंड नाउ उसको लाइफ कैसे बिताएगा. इमेजिन कि आपको एक कोई काम आता है और वो काम करने के लायक आप नहीं रहते हैं. इमेजिन करिए कितना स्ट्रॉन्ग डिप्रेशन में आदमी चला जाएगा. Such people, they commit suicide, they go into the depression, never come out of the depression. And she started crying a lot because she realized that all her dreams to be a national player completely vanished in front of her. She realized that now she will never be able to fulfill her dreams. जो नीड्स थी, जो इच्छाएं थी, उसको सब सामने उसने मरते देखा, कितना दुख हुआ, कितना डिप्रेशन. बट देन शी रियलाइज दैट वेरी वन थिंग. तो अचानक से एक मन में ख्याल आया. तो फैमिली मेंबर्स उसको बहुत कंसोल किया, एक दिन 2 दिन. बेड पे लेटे लेटे उसको ध्यान आया कि एक्सीडेंट हुआ कैसे था मेरा. एक चलती ट्रेन से कोई गिर गया, वो भी दूसरी ट्रेन में टकराया, ट्रेन के नीचे आ गया और फिर भी वो जिंदा है. सो शी थॉट दैट इतना सब होने के बाद भी अगर मैं जिंदा हूं तो डेफिनेटली भगवान ने कुछ मेरे लिए अच्छा बड़ा सोचा होगा, नहीं तो अभी तक तो मुझे मर जाना चाहिए था. डॉक्टर्स ने बोला मर जाएगी, नर्स ने बोला मर जाएगी, लोगों ने बोला मर जाएगी, उसके बाद भी मैं जिंदा हूं तो जरूर कुछ महान काम करने के लिए जिंदा होंगी, कुछ तो बड़ा करने के लिए मुझे भगवान ने बचाया. देखिए ये होता है इंट्रिंसिक मोटिवेशन, आप अपने आप को मोटिवेट कर रहे हैं. और उसके बाद हॉस्पिटल से डिस्चार्ज होने से पहले उसने अपने फैमिली मेंबर्स को अपनी नेक्स्ट ड्रीम बताया कि अब मैंने सोच लिया कि मुझे लाइफ में क्या करना है. फैमिली मेंबर्स ने जैसे ही सुना, दे ऑल गॉट शॉक्ड. दे थॉट दैट कि इसको माइंड पे असर हो गया है. व्हाट शी सेड वाज, आई वांट टू डू माउंटेनियरिंग. मुझे एवरेस्ट पे क्लाइंब करना है. जिनके सारी बॉडी सलामत रहती है, they also are finding it very difficult to conquer that mountaineering. It is so risky. A person who conquered Mount Everest for 16, 17 times, he died 18th time. So I'm saying that look at the risk in this profession. So people first, the family member thought that इसको mind पे असर हुआ है, इसको समझाते हैं. They all tried to explain her, try to convince her, ये नहीं हो सकेगा, ये तुम्हारा गलत ड्रीम है. But she stick to that. She said that मैं हॉस्पिटल से घर तब जाऊंगी जब आप मुझे मेरे ड्रीम फुलफिल करने में हेल्प करेंगे और मुझे बैचेंद्री पाल से मिलवाएंगे. Her brother, because she was very adamant, her brother took an appointment with the Bachendri Pal. With great difficulty, they could get it. So from the hospital, they went there. They discussed with Bachendri Pal to understand ये mountaineering होता कैसे. और वो समझने के बाद फैमिली मेंबर को लगा कि ये तो इम्पॉसिबल है, ये कर ही नहीं सकती, अननेसेसरी, और ये फ्रस्ट्रेट हो जाएंगे. बट शी वाज डिटरमाइंड, मुझे करके रहना है. माउंटेनियरिंग के लिए सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट है आपको कोई स्पॉन्सर चाहिए, क्योंकि बहुत सारा पैसा लगता है ट्रेनिंग में और जाने में भी. आपको सामान चाहिए, आपको एक शेरपा चाहिए जो आपको साथ चलता है, एक सपोर्ट स्टाफ जो आपके साथ चलता है. उस सब के लिए कॉस्ट चाहिए, स्पॉन्सरशिप चाहिए. स्पॉन्सरशिप कौन देगा, किसको भरोसा होगा कि हाँ इसमें पैसा लगाया जाए, ये जीतने के चांस ज्यादा है. विद ग्रेट डिफिकल्टी शी गॉट द स्पॉन्सरशिप. नाउ इमेजिन हर कंडीशन. She, with an artificial leg, she is trying to attend a mountaineering camp. She joined that camp. सब लोग सिंपैथी दिखाते थे अरुणिमा के साथ. Everybody was trying to convince her, बॉस ये तुम्हारा काम नहीं है, तुम कुछ और काम सोचो. जिसके 2 पैर होते हैं वो ये काम करने में डरता है, नहीं हो सकता उससे, चांसेस कम है सक्सेस के. अब आप एक पैर के साथ कहां से चलोगे, एक आर्टिफिशियल लेग है, कैसे चल पाओगे. बट शी वॉज डिटरमाइंड. एवरी डे इन द ट्रेनिंग कैंप शी यूज्ड टू बी द लास्ट पर्सन, बट उसने हार नहीं मानी. और फाइनली एक दिन आया जिस दिन दे वर सपोज टू क्लाइंब अप दैट माउंट एवरेस्ट. कोई शेरपा जाने के लिए तैयार नहीं था, क्योंकि शेरपा की भी लाइफ का रिस्क है. शेरपा काम कर रहा है बेचारा 4 पैसे कमाने के लिए. सो she convinced one Sherpa who agreed for the money. They started the journey. सबसे बड़ा इशू है माउंटेन क्लाइंबिंग में कि आपको हमेशा ग्रुप में साथ में रहना चाहिए, ताकि कुछ होता है तो ग्रुप एक दूसरे की हेल्प कर सके. That is the first lesson is being taught in the camp, in the training camp. But वो पॉसिबल ही नहीं हो पाया अरुणिमा के लिए, बिकॉज सब लोग आगे निकल गए. She was very slow and she could not join the rest of the group members. शेरपा बार बार पुश कर रहा है, मोटिवेट कर रहा है, मैडम जल्दी चलिए, नहीं तो हम बेस कैंप तक नहीं पहुंच पाएंगे. बीच में कोई अगर एवलांश आ गया, तूफान आ गया, हम मर जाएंगे. पर जितनी स्पीड से वो चल सकती थी वो बेचारी ट्राई कर रही थी। अचानक से एक जगह पे उसने देखा बहुत सारी डेथ बॉडी पड़ी, हर डेथ बॉडी में उसको अपना चेहरा दिखाई दिया। जनरली जब लोग एवरेस्ट पे जाते हैं, कोई तूफान आ जाता है, पूरा का पूरा ग्रुप मर जाता है, दे गेट बरीड अंडर द स्नो। और जब इसने डेथ बॉडी देखी तो इसको अपना चेहरा दिखाई देने लगा कि ये डेथ बॉडी में तो मैं हूं, आई एम लाइंग हियर। बट देन अगेन शी हैज टू मोटिवेट हरसेल्फ, नहीं ये मैं नहीं हो सकती, मुझे तो माउंट एवरेस्ट कॉन्कर करना है। मैं आपको वो समझा रहा हूं कितना उसने अपने आप को मोटिवेट किया होगा। चलने लगे आगे, चलते चलते क्योंकि बहुत स्लो हो गए, ग्रुप तो कहीं और निकल गया। जब वो माउंट एवरेस्ट की जो पीक थी उसके पास पहुंची, उसको एक बहुत बड़ा सेंस ऑफ अचीवमेंट लगा। अब मुझे अपना गोल पास में दिखाई दे रहा है। बट एक बहुत बड़ी प्रॉब्लम आ गई। प्रॉब्लम थी क्या, उसका ऑक्सीजन सिलेंडर धीरे धीरे खत्म होने लगा। अब कोई ऑप्शन नहीं है। शेरपा ने कहा मैडम देखिए इतने ऊपर बिना ऑक्सीजन सिलेंडर के आप जिंदा नहीं रह सकते, बेटर है हम लोग वापस चलते हैं, जिंदा रहे तो फिर से आ जाएंगे। शी सेड मैं इतना पास आके तो वापस जाऊंगी नहीं। आप उसका कमिटमेंट देखिए, आप उसका मोटिवेशन देखिए। एंड मुझे तो जाना है, बट शी वॉज रनिंग आउट ऑफ द ब्रेथ क्योंकि ऑक्सीजन कम होता जा रहा है। शेरपा बहुत समझाया, बहुत मोटिवेट किया कि वापस चलते हैं, आप मर जाओगे, आप नहीं जिंदा रह सकते बिना ऑक्सीजन के। बट शी वॉज डिटरमाइंड, नहीं मुझे जाना है, वापस नहीं जाऊंगी, फेलियर के साथ वापस नहीं जाऊंगी। फाइनली शेरपा वो थोड़ा सा बेहोश होने लगी, तो शेरपा बेचारा बहुत परेशान हुआ। वो इधर उधर भागा, देखा कुछ हेल्प मिल जाए। लकीली उसको एक हाफ फिल्ड ऑक्सीजन सिलेंडर मिला, क्योंकि जब वापस आते हैं माउंटेनियरिंग से तो आपको अपना लोड कम करना पड़ता है। आपके पास जो भी एक्स्ट्रा सिलेंडर्स या कुछ होता है आप उसको वहीं पे छोड़ देते हैं, क्योंकि आप जितना कम लोड होगा तो आ सकते हैं, आना ज्यादा मुश्किल है, जाना आसान है। उसने तुरंत वो ऑक्सीजन सिलेंडर लगाया, वापस वो हुआ मोटिवेशन, एंड फाइनली विद दिस लेग, आर्टिफिशियल लेग, he could reach to this Mount Everest, and this was the photo she got clicked when she reached to the top of the Mount Everest. Imagine करिए उसे खुशी का ठिकाना नहीं। गोल क्या था, मुझे वो करके दिखाना है। उसने कभी नहीं सोचा था कि ये एक स्टोरी बन जाएगी, ये प्राइम मिनिस्टर मुझे बुला के मुझे को रिकॉग्नाइज करेंगे। She never thought about it. मुझे कुछ करके दिखाना है बड़ा, that was her goal. और उस बड़े करके दिखाने में, अपने आप को प्रूव करने में, she was motivated to reach there. However, the journey was more painful when she was coming back. When she started coming back, शेरपा मोटिवेट कर रहा है, मैडम जल्दी चलिए तूफान आने वाला है, और पूरा प्रेशर आपका आते समय आपकी लेग्स के ऊपर होता है। She was finding it very difficult to walk in that heavy snow in the back because her load was on her leg. Leg was started bleeding. जो artificial leg था वो started bleeding, but she was determined. That artificial leg came out, निकल गया. She started bleeding a lot, and finally she could make out कि नहीं मुझे तो आना है, जैसे तैसे करके she has completed this journey. Now the question arises here, very interesting question arises here, that what made her to complete that journey? She didn't do it for any reward. She didn't do it for any appreciation, because उसको मालूम नहीं था कि कोई ये मैं कर पाऊंगी और कर पाने के बाद ये इतना बड़ा सक्सेस स्टोरी हो जाएगा। She never thought like that. कुछ समय तक तो किसी को मालूम ही नहीं पड़ा कि उसने इतना महान काम किया। After some time only, when people started sharing her story, then only she was being recognized. The question is that what made her to do that? A bicycle, a chocolate,
sir,
a medal,
sir.
जी.
So for her own self-worth.
Sir,
So self-worth is very important.
Okay. जी. बोलिए
सर
प्लीज.
एक्चुअली जो स्टार्टिंग में आपने एग्जांपल लिया था ना एक बच्चे का, तो बहुत सारे लॉट ऑफ आंसर्स केम कि वी विल गिव सम लाइक सॉर्ट ऑफ थिंग्स टू मोटिवेट। सर एक्चुअली उस टाइम पर भी मैं, मेरा जो सेंस ऑफ मतलब जो मैं चाह रहा था कहना ना, वही यही कहना चाह रहा था सर कि
मैं आपकी बात समझ गया था, इसलिए मैंने आपको रिकॉग्निशन के ऊपर टोका। रिकॉग्निशन नहीं होगा, जी
हाँ
बोलिए।
हाँ जी
बोलिए।
जी सर, तो अब मुझे उस क्वेश्चन का आंसर काफी हद तक इसमें सर समझ में आया, और मैं ये भी समझ पाया कि मैं वही चीज कहना चाह रहा था कि मोटिवेशन के लिए जरूरी नहीं है कि हमें कोई सामान, कोई वस्तु मिले तो हम मोटिवेट होंगे। कुछ ऐसा इंटरनल फैक्टर भी हमारे अंदर होता है जो जो हमें सेल्फ मोटिवेट करता है, हमें किसी एक्सटर्नल फैक्टर की आवश्यकता उस टाइम नहीं पड़ती है। कुछ मतलब अगर हम अपने बच्चे के अंदर भी वो चीज डेवलप करने की कोशिश करें, अब सर वो कैसे करेंगे सर, वो मैं आपसे पूछूंगा, आपसे जानने की कोशिश करूंगा मैं।
ग्रेट।
बट
सो
मैं चाह वही रहा हूँ सर कि एक्चुअली हम उसको किसी चीज का लालच क्यों दें, हम उसके अंदर ही इनकलकेट क्यों नहीं करना चाहते कि वो सेल्फ मोटिवेटेड रहे वो।
वेरी ट्रू। होता क्या है, देखिए दो दो चीजें हैं। कई बार लालच देने से भी वो उस डायरेक्शन में मोटिवेट हो जाएगा, और जब वो मोटिवेट होकर काम करने लगेगा तो शायद धीरे धीरे उसको वो इंजॉय करने लगेगा, और शायद फिर उसकी जो वो लालच है उस काम के लिए वो कम भी हो जाएगा, ये भी हो सकता है।
जी जी।
दूसरी चीज है कि अगर मैंने उसको ये बोला, बॉस ये तुम अपने लिए कर रहे हो, तुम अगर एक सक्सेसफुल इंसान बनोगे तभी तुम किसी की हेल्प कर सकते हो, नहीं तो तुम खुद लाचार हो जाओगे दूसरों की हेल्प के लिए। तो अगर तुम हेल्प करना चाहते हो किसी और का, हाँ, तब हम बड़े बड़े लोगों का, चाहे वो रतन टाटा हो, चाहे जेआरडी हो, है ना, बहुत बड़े बड़े जिन्होंने अपने लाइफ में इतने सारे कंट्रीब्यूट किए हैं, हम उनकी स्टोरी सुनाते हैं और हम उनको कहते हैं कि देखो, आप अगर ये करना चाहते हो, आप भी ऐसा, आप भी लगता है कि आप दूसरों की जिंदगी बदलना चाहते हो, कुछ करके दिखाना चाहते हो, तो बॉस उसके लिए तो मेहनत करना पड़ेगा। और जिस दिन में ये स्पार्क उसके अंदर जलाने में कामयाब हो गया, देन आई नीड नॉट टू टेल हिम कि बॉस मैं एक बाइसाइकिल दूंगा, मैं एक लैपटॉप दूंगा, मैं कुछ नहीं दूंगा।
जी यस सर, यस
फिर
वेरी राइट।
वो ऑटोमेटिकली ड्राइव हो जाएगा। लेकिन जो मैडम ने भी कहा कि हम बाइसाइकिल दे देंगे, तो हम क्या कर रहे हैं उस प्रोसेस में, हम चाह रहे हैं कि पहले वो उस जर्नी पे चले ताकि वो उसको फील करे, और जब वो उसको एंजॉय करने लगेगा तब मैं बाइसाइकिल दूं न दूं कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा। या मैंने अगर बाइसाइकिल दे भी दिया तो उसको लगेगा यार एफर्ट करने से वो मिलता है जो आप चाहते हो, तो उसकी आदत हो जाएगी कि एफर्ट करना। तो आपने क्या किया, एक उसकी हैबिट जगा दी कि एफर्ट करने से बहुत कुछ मिलता है। प्रॉब्लम यहां कहां आता है कि अगर इस प्रोसेस में बचपन से अगर हमने उसको सिर्फ यही सिखाया, इस प्रोसेस में कई बार प्रॉब्लम ये होती है कि बच्चा हर बार क्वेश्चन पूछने लगता है, ये मैं करूं तो क्यों करूं, मुझे क्या मिलेगा।
यस, हाँ मुझे क्या मिलेगा, यस यस।
फिर वो ये भी बोलेगा यार किसी की हेल्प करके मुझे क्या मिलेगा।
यस यस।
ठीक है, तब वो ना वो इंट्रिंसिक मोटिवेशन से दूर होके प्योरली एक्सट्रिंसिक मोटिवेशन पे आ जाता है। अनफॉर्चुनेटली आज की डेट में हम ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस में बाय एंड लार्ज हम वो इंट्रिंसिक मोटिवेशन को ऑर्गेनाइजेशन से कनेक्ट नहीं कर रहे हैं। हम मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम हम एक्सट्रिंसिक मोटिवेशन को ऑर्गेनाइजेशन से कनेक्ट करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं। हम एम्प्लॉय को बोलते हैं यार तुम काम करो, मेहनत करो, एडमिशन में हेल्प कराओ तो तुमको ये रिवॉर्ड मिलेगा, तुमको इंक्रीमेंट मिलेगा, तुमको प्रमोशन मिलेगा। ठीक है, और कई बार ये बोलते हैं बॉस तुम्हारा जॉब रहेगा तभी जब तुम एडमिशन कराओगे, प्लेसमेंट कराओगे। हम क्या कर रहे हैं कि मोटिवेट तो हम अभी भी कर रहे हैं, अनफॉर्चुनेटली हम गलत तरीके से हम एक एक्सट्रिंसिक रिवॉर्ड के लिए मोटिवेट कर रहे हैं। जब एक्सट्रिंसिक रिवॉर्ड के लिए मोटिवेट करते हैं और बाय चांस एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन उस दिन वो रिवॉर्ड किसी चीज के लिए नहीं दे पा रहा है, वॉट एवर रीजन, नहीं है ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के पास पैसा, तब वो इंडिविजुअल बोलता है मैं क्यों करूं। आई हैव सीन पीपल बिकम सो मच मटेरियलिस्टिक धीरे धीरे कि वो किसी को हेलो भी नहीं बोलेंगे। हेलो बोलने से मुझे क्या फायदा, कुछ रिवॉर्ड मिलेगा, कुछ प्रमोशन में फायदा मिलेगा, तो उसी को हेलो बोलूंगा जिससे प्रमोशन में फायदा मिलेगा। और धीरे धीरे हम अपने चारों तरफ एक इतना स्ट्रॉन्ग मटेरियलिस्टिक एनवायरनमेंट क्रिएट कर देते हैं जिसके कारण अल्टीमेटली वो जो इंट्रिंसिक मोटिवेशन होता है वो कहीं पे दब जाता है, और ऐसे में ऑर्गेनाइजेशन कभी भी ग्रो नहीं कर पाता। दूसरी चीज, फिर हम लोग ब्रेक करेंगे लंच के लिए, फिर इसको कंटिन्यू करेंगे। लास्ट एक और चीज मैं बोलना चाहूंगा विद बिफोर ब्रेक। जब हम इस प्रोसेस में विशियस साइकिल में आ जाते हैं तो सिर्फ रिवॉर्ड देना काम नहीं करता। आपने एक बार एक चॉकलेट दे दिया, अगली बार वो एक चॉकलेट काम नहीं करेगा, अगली बार उसको 2 चॉकलेट चाहिए।
2 चाहिए, यस।
रिवॉर्ड की इंटेंसिटी बढ़ती जाती है, जो भूख होती है, जो नीड होती है, वो बढ़ती जाती है। बाय द वे, कोई किसी से पूछे कि बॉस काम करने के लिए तो सैलरी मिल रहा है, फिर ऊपर से रिवॉर्ड क्यों? धीरे धीरे ये हालत हो जाती है कि सैलरी जो है वो तो मुझे मिल रही है, ठीक है, उसका कोई बात मत करो, एक्स्ट्रा क्या दोगे काम के लिए? और स्लोली हम इस पोजीशन में आ जाते हैं कि हम अपनी पर्सनल लाइफ में भी वही एक्सपेक्ट करने लगते हैं अपने चारों तरफ।